go.
Let's do this. Smack my bitch up. Smack my bitch up. What's going on, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I loved that. I loved it. I loved every fucking bit of it. Hope y'all are smiling from ear to ear along with me. If you're not, you should be. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. And maybe you're a Baron Corbin sympathizer. I'm not sure.
Oh, 'cause there's so many of them.
Oh, boy. Oh, joy. Oh, it's Baron Corbin. Oh. Fucking thank God, dude. Oh, my God. If you guys didn't see it, fucking Baron Corbin has failed to cash in his Money in the Bank. What's going on? Real quick, let's say hello to everybody in the chat real quick. Luke, Flying Objects, Travis, DM. We got Mr. I'm going to butcher this. Log Gang. Yep. Kurt's in there. Devon's in there. Jennifer's in there. I'm going to guess Mr. Logang was not very happy with Baron Corbin losing it. Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button for a brother real quick before we proceed any further. But Baron Corbin fails to cash in WWE Money in the Bank because he has an upside-down belly button. That's why.
That's not the reason why.
That's absolutely the reason why.
If you think that's the reason, then you need education.
No, I have plenty of education. I'm just going to say it's because he has an upside-down belly button.
He's horrible.
Baron Corbin is we've said it. What's going on, Derek? We've said it many times on this show. Baron Corbin is wrestling NyQuil.
Wrestling date rape.
He's boring. There's nothing good about Baron. And I gave Baron a solid 6 months. Solid 6 months to improve his mic work. I gave Baron Corbin 6 months to improve his in-ring work.
Can we pause for 1 second? You actually gave him longer than that.
Did I give him longer than 6 months?
Dude, we were talking about this a year ago. Yeah, after he won the Andre Memorial, yeah, you were on board with him.
I was on board with him. You're right. I did, and I gave him time.
But you did turn your tide, though, I would say, about 6 months ago. And that's when, I think you kind of laid the challenge out to him.
I laid the challenge out for him to get better.
And you just either you admit I was right, or you didn't admit you were wrong on him.
No, he was greener than goose shit. We all saw it. He was green. He was new. He was a big, sweaty guy that Vince was going to take his wrenches to. And what happens? Baron Corbin rested on his laurels, sat back, and didn't get any better on the mic. He didn't get any better in the ring. He keeps doing the same shit, thinking he's motherfucking John Cena. And motherfucker, you ain't John Cena. You can't do the 5 moves of doom. You have to improve and get better.
It's not even test. That's what you're failing to understand here. It's like, this guy is horrible.
I gave Baron Corbin every opportunity in the world.
His attitude is horrible. Horrible. I mean, did you not watch Breaking Ground? Did you not see how he interacted, his interviews, and everything?
And I see a lot of people in there, fuck WWE. How can you be a bear? Explain to me. And I would like to know.
No.
Go ahead, Kevin. I'm gonna put the Discord in the chat. I want my Baron Corbin fans who probably already left. I want to know. Here's the Discord. Come on in. Tell me all about your love of Baron Corbin and why he's the greatest thing ever.
There'll be 0 people strong.
I think they did that because in SummerSlam, everyone knew he would cash in money. Maybe. It's possible. Anything's possible, I suppose.
I support this decision.
I support the failed cash in as well. I'm sorry, Baron. You did not. You gave me a bill of how can I say this? I got a bill of promised goods that was not fulfilled.
Okay, but you can also see it like this, though. For how much we say there's way too much predictability. Here was a moment where you did not predict that.
No, I did not predict that. You're
Kudos,
100% correct.
kudos to them. Kudos. It would have actually made more sense, say next Tuesday. That would have made a little more sense.
Mm,
Yeah, hey.
I mean, we talked about it. Who was going to cash in? Was it going to be Corbin? Or was it going to be...
Now look at the situation. Now you do have Jinder versus Nakamura for the title.
Straight up. Straight up, don't tell me you can't love me forever. Oh. Sorry, my bad. Yes, I did call I did call Baron Corbin a twat waffle. Yes, I did. For all of you watching, yes. I don't... What's going on, Muhammad? I'm not just... I gave him more than enough time to show me any sort of improvement on his end. I gave him a long time to show me improvement on his end, and he never delivered.
1 year ago, you were given fool's gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
6 months later, you're starting to realize it. You're like in between on it.
Because besides for his upside down belly button, he does have the look.
His moveset is good. I will say, for what they have him do with his moveset, it works. It works. He's never going to work a long match. He does not have the cardio for that. But his build, he doesn't move. They say he moves lighter than what he does when he works. I don't think so. I think he's more lumbering.
See, I honestly think he should have really go over to your counterpart in the other brand and look at a guy like Braun. Take notes. Braun somehow, some way did it the proper way.
Time ago, you had two monsters on one different show. One guy was getting built the right way. The other guy on the other show, on the other brand, was not. Strowman and Corbin. For all intents and purposes, in Vince McMahon land, Corbin should be the one. It's not. Tommy and Aleister Black is the popularity or the look and the feel.
God, if Tommy End was the size of Baron Corbin, to the moon. To the fucking moon with him.
That's what they want for us to feel in Corbin. It's not.
I don't get any tinglies anymore with Corbin. I get no more tinglies when I watch Corbin. I get angry when I watch Corbin. I get angry when I see Corbin pushed because it's like, what has this guy done to deserve a push? He's gotten in, he's given me shit promos, and he really hasn't put in a good work ethic.
He's a gigantic turd. That's what he is. He plays this tough guy role, this funny tough guy-ish type of role. And as soon as he offends anyone, did you see what he did where he offended the soldier? The soldier. He didn't know he was a soldier.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and then so it got flown in his face. Like, what have you ever done? And then he has him on a USO tour. He's got a picture with him and Vince McMahon.
Oh, no, I did hear about that.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. He was really quick to cop deuces. Really quick.
Mm-hmm. He's a big, sweaty man. Yes, he is a big, sweaty man. But you have a guy in Braun Strowman on the other brand who's also a big, sweaty man who was done the right way. His whole promo 2 weeks ago when they were still kind of building to SummerSlam was, I like to beat Roman Reigns. And I think that's really all he said.
Let me ask you this, though. So you saw last night's pull apart?
Yeah.
This is a match I am intrigued about for Sunday.
The
Because
4-way?
yes, I am. Because I'm not sold. And whenever you want to get into SummerSlam predictions, NXT predictions, we can go right ahead.
Sure.
Want to start right here? We can.
Yeah, let's start right here.
But I can make an argument. And thanks to you for the fourth argument, because I didn't think about this until you brought this to my attention.
We'll get into it. Let's start with NXT.
And I want to put a power drill to my fucking brain.
Let's start with NXT. Johnny Gongardo versus Andre Cien Almas.
They want to push. They want to push Andrade Cien.
Yeah, I think Andrade Cien's gonna win here. This is nothing more but
boy. But can I say something about Johnny Gargano?
Yeah.
I think this is not good for him.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, the guy who turned on him getting injured, not good for him.
Doesn't help either.
Yeah, that's not good because they had planned Gargano and Ciampa, I'm sure, going at it, and I'm sure when they looked at NXT Brooklyn 3, that was a match that they were going to put probably.
This match was good.
I don't know if they'd probably put it at the beginning of the card, would be my guess.
Not after the reaction we saw in Chicago. I would say mid card.
You're thinking more towards the middle of the card.
You're dealing with emotions there.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd want to put them on first because they are a couple of guys who, well, let's face it, those two know what they're doing, and they do it well. So
Tommaso Ciampa, this is the Sicilian Psycho, the Psycho Sicilian, excuse me.
Psycho Killer.
And versus Johnny Wrestling. They weren't a tag team together ever before NXT, so I'll say it again. I said it once, I'll say it again. Get over it.
Yeah, I think Andrade finds himself on the main roster after this next shakeup. If there is another shakeup, I think that's where we find Andrade. Oh my.
Yeah.
Almas. Aleister Black versus poor Hideo Itami.
Poor Hideo Itami. Do you even want to ask me this question?
I know I think you and I are both going with Aleister Black on this one.
I am such a huge Tommy End fan. Such a huge Tommy End fan. Go YouTube his stuff, people. Do it. Do it. Do it.
They won't.
They should.
They won't.
It's education.
They won't.
Is amazing, and with that black mask kick, this is sad because I did hear the Meltzer talk about
Meltzer 17-star classics.
I'm going to give you some Meltzer knowledge here.
Drop some Meltzer on me.
Some Aleister Black and Hideo Itami.
Was it a 17-star classic?
No. How usually.
And guys, real quick, if you are looking to call in, Kevin will be able to hear you. You probably won't be able to hear him. But go into the waiting room. Discord link is in the chat.
I'm still looking at my Discord. So Meltzer said that meaning WWE, on TV wanted him to have quick matches. And they're like, okay. Just to get that black mask kick in, it looks cool and all that jazz. But however, on house shows at NXT, that's not the case. These two are working 15 to 18-minute matches. So it's very well possible that we get a longer than expected match.
I hope so. I hope they give him a little bit of time.
Yeah, and it will showcase Tommy End. And this is the best way you're going to get Hideo Itami to do anything, because if not, this guy's run is over in NXT. I hate to break the news to everyone, but he's out of Nakamura, Asuka, and Hideo Itami. He's been here the longest. quite a bit longer than Asuka and Nakamura. They've both picked up English a lot quicker than Tommy has, and he's had much more time to work with. He's always injured. He's got a lot of miles on those tires. Kenta does, and from All Japan. This is it. He will. Didn't he lose to Chris Hero? I'm sorry.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
But he's lost to Bobby Roode. Lost quite a bit.
Yeah, he did lose to Bobby Roode.
I thought he did.
Yeah, I don't know if he lost to Chris Hero or not. I have no idea. Nor do I honestly care.
This is not good for him.
Kenta caught a bad break.
Kenta 5 years ago was amazing. Amazing. Kenta now, all the miles on those tires, like I said. Kenta 5 years ago on the main roster could go. Have a mouthpiece, but there's your guy. He would have made money 5-6 years ago. Guaranteed.
All right. Authors of Pain going up against Sanity.
Don't care.
So Authors of Pain retain?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Good thing we both in agreement on that. Asuka against Ember Moon.
Boy, you need someone on that SmackDown Women's roster, don't you?
No, not really.
Really?
I think you're fine on SmackDown Women's roster right now. What do you need?
Well, you need someone on both women's rosters, actually.
Come on, I have Tamina.
I don't need that.
What more do I need? I have Tamina.
We have Lana.
We have Lana, who now is somehow going to be Tamina's fucking mouthpiece. As opposed to Rusev. So they took her away from Rusev to give her to Tamina?
Who's getting who there?
Well, what do you mean, who's getting who?
Well, like, James Ellsworth wasn't given to Carmella. Carmella was given to James Ellsworth.
Well, what else is James gonna do?
So
he can't beat AJ Styles every week.
You're right. He can't.
I mean, that just you become a fucking mockery.
Was Tamina given to Lana, or was Lana given to?
Lana was given to Tamina.
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry. Tamina was given to Lana. You're right. I see where you were going with that. I flipped it. Tamina was given to Lana to get over.
I really don't even know which one's which.
No, it's Tamina was given to Lana.
This is not a good idea.
The whole point is to get Tamina over.
Yeah.
She's gonna end up with that championship.
There's no way.
Nope, she's gonna get it. They're gonna do with Tamina what they should be doing with Nia Jax.
So, a girl who gets the reaction, a better reaction, if she was on fire, set straight on fire, gasoline doused and all. That's the only way this girl is going to get a reaction. Only out of fear for everyone's safety, whoever comes in contact with her.
Oh, bearded Jesus. You get it too sweet for that, sir. This fail is something he deserved. He's going to lose it next time he defends it. Baron equals bad holder. Too sweet, sir. Too sweet. Too sweet, sir. So, anyways, back to Asuka and Ember Moon.
Ember Moon.
I'm going to Asuka.
Wow.
I don't think she's dropping it yet.
We're bordering on 2 years her being on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
NXT roster. Excuse me.
I think she's coming to the main roster with that title.
A la Kevin Owens?
A la Kevin Owens, but I don't think she ever drops that NXT Women's title. Not losing, anyways. I think she drops that NXT Women's title via just handing it back to William Regal.
So
and literally going,
so
I'm all done with this.
Or she could say, NXT was never ready for Asuka.
Something like that. Do something witty.
That
I don't
would be
fucking
cool.
know.
See, that would be cool. That would add some it would help build her more.
Yeah, I think honestly she should hand that title right back to William Regal and be like, I've outgrown this, or I like that. NXT was never ready for Asuka. Or as some people call her, Asuka.
Or Asuka.
Yeah, I know, but some people go Asuka.
Or what does William Regal call her? Asuka. Asuka.
Add the British flair to it.
Yep.
Yep.
Luke.
And we're good to go. We just need a Luke. That's all we need. We just need Luke. That's it.
We need a Luke.
Add a little Luke, and we're good to go. But I'm taking Asuka. You're taking Ember Moon. Bobby Roode up against. I'm sorry. I hate the name Drew McIntyre. Can we call him Drew Galloway?
Well,
Please?
Drew McIntyre. What is the name?
I hate that fucking name. Sounds like he's from a goddamn boy band.
Drew McIntyre.
Yes, Drew McIntyre makes him sound like he's from a damn boy band.
Drew McIntyre needs to win this, though. Because he's a John Cena of NXT, for what I heard.
Who, Drew McIntyre?
That's what he said.
Well, that's, yeah.
Is that incorrect? I mean, is John Cena more important than Drew McIntyre?
In the grand scheme of things, yes.
Okay. I was just making sure I was wrong.
You're taking Drew on this one, huh?
Bobby Roode's 40.
Yeah.
And he needs to be in the main roster.
He does. I just don't know when we bring him up and what we do with him.
Monday night, you're going to hear it at the 8 o'clock.
Glorious.
Yep.
Coming out in the Flair robes.
Yep. He's not going to go to SmackDown. I think Asuka's going to SmackDown. Bobby Roode's entrance is more tailor-made for a Raw.
Yeah, but have we not learned our lesson with Enzo and Cass yet?
I'm not telling you that they've learned their lesson. I'm telling you, we've learned our lesson here. You got to remember.
I grit my teeth at you, sir.
You
can't see it, but
honestly, Asuka's entrance with the blue around it and SmackDown does kind of make more sense.
Yeah, but you change that to red, and it's all good.
You could. You're right. Different shading, tinting, all involved. Yeah,
I would just like to see more women involved in Raw. Because it seems like we got two women all the time. It's all we can focus on is two women. Now, they started to do a little something there on Monday. I believe it was this Monday. Maybe it was past Monday. Where it was like, oh, shit, they're going to actually have a fucking feud outside of the championship.
Women named Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins?
No.
Two women? Because that's what they are, that segment.
No.
Because that's what that was.
Why? Okay, so Luke says Flair's robes wouldn't be appropriate at the moment. Why? Because a 68-year-old man is going to die? I mean, my heart goes out to anybody that ever has a family member pass. It really does, honestly. But let's face it. Let's face it. If Flair would have died 10 years ago, nobody would have been like, oh my God, really? Ric Flair? An angel taken too soon. Nobody would have said that. People would have been like, I'm glad, fuck, he made it that long. Good shit. Like, people still, at the age of 58, would have been like, he made it to almost 60? Shit.
They need to know Ric Flair's. See, Luke, right here, here's where your age shows. You need to go YouTube.
Plane Ride from Hell.
Flair Party Stories.
Or Flair's Party Stories.
The days with the Horsemen. With the 4 fucking Horsemen.
Yeah.
Tully Blanchard.
Let's put it this way. Flair has lived a full life.
Yes.
He did not miss out on anything.
Bobby Roode is also more or less paying homage to Flair, though.
Right.
Paying a tribute. That's nothing that's not inappropriate.
Well, okay, so he's not gonna Flair's not gonna die.
I will guarantee you. I will stamp this and say this. If Flair died tomorrow, it would, like I said, it would kill a piece of my wrestling childhood, because him and the Four Horsemen were the first I saw when I was a kid, and I'm like, that's what I want to be like.
I want to be Ric Flair, mommy.
And I just saw a guy just rambling on.
I want to drink too much and bang all the hoes.
But that's what Ric Flair was. But there, he can wrestle 60 minutes and win. That's what he could do. But I guarantee you, if Flair died tomorrow, on Saturday and Bull Sunday, someone will do the Ric Flair strut. Someone will do the hand signal of the Four Horsemen. Someone will do it. Someone will mess with the hair, everything. You notice though, Charlotte's not even booked.
Well, no, obviously she's spending time with her father while
it's a fluid situation.
Still in a comatose state.
It's a fluid situation.
Right.
Someone does the strut. Someone will do the figure four. So I guarantee this is Flair. This is not Nasty Boy Brian Knobbs or Jerry Sags. This is not Jerome Lane, New Jack.
Well, no. He says he understands he was a partying fan.
It's fucking Flair.
But it doesn't change that he's the GOAT. And you're right. Flair probably, for all intents and purposes.
Who's bigger, Flair or The Rock?
Flair who?
Flair or The Rock?
Who's bigger? Wrestling?
Yeah.
I would tell you Flair's probably still got it in wrestling.
I agree.
I think most people know him Rock for his movies now. But as far as Flair goes, there's an old saying in wrestling is that, they want people to wrestlers, but what was it when Dusty died, the whole thing was somebody better make a dollar off my death. That's kind of how wrestling is. Like, somebody better make money off this.
And WWE will find a way.
They'll find a way.
That you will get bombarded.
And don't get me wrong, I love Flair. I've gone back on the network. I've watched a lot of Flair. There's no doubt that Flair is amazing. But you know what? We all have our time. Flair has happened to have a lot more than a lot of other wrestlers ever got.
Unexpected, too.
We can go into a lot of wrestlers who passed.
Plane crash.
Yeah, that doesn't tell you something.
Back in 1986. I'm going to need Daniel for the exact year for that.
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah, if he dies before SummerSlam, they're going to have a tribute.
Understand this, who this is. He started in the AWA as Ramblin' Rickus Rose. And he was 200. Imagine this now. I want you to imagine this. Ric Flair as a 275-pound wrestler. Doesn't make sense, does it?
Mm-mm.
Ric's more 230. 220, 230, 235. That's quite a difference in size for him. And then he goes down the Carolinas to Jim Crockett. I believe the Andersons called him down. Gene and Ole Anderson, not Arn, called him down and said, you got to get down here and make some money down here. Down came Rick, and he became Ric Flair, who just happens to share the same birthday as me, by the way. However, this guy went from the AWA, the NWA, wrestled David Von Erich for the NWA title, lost it, then regained it about 14 days later. 16-time world champion. Yeah, it's a made-up record, but it's probably a lot more titles than that. More than that. He wrestled everywhere. This guy was amazing. Came to Vince, stayed for a year and a half, went back to Turner. Well, became Turner. And I'll never forget when that happened. Never forget that. Because came back with Ole, Barry Windham, and they teased the fourth guy. Which I believe it, because Arn and Tully was still, I don't remember where they were. But they weren't there yet. And I believe it became Sid. Sid Vicious. The Horseman. This guy's lived professionally. And that's just all the way up to 1993. And we know, I mean, you should know, we all should know everything past 93. His stuff in WWE, TNA, everything. This guy's lived quite a bit. A long.
He's had a long, fulfilled life.
Yeah.
So, moving on to SummerSlam, which is Sunday. If I'm not having a baby on Saturday or Sunday, you guys will see me, obviously. But Big Show versus Big Cass. I'm going to give it a big don't give a fuck. Cass.
Yes.
Yeah. New Day versus the Usos. What you thinking, Us?
I want the Usos to win.
You want the Usos to win?
I do, but they're not going to.
Think they're keeping it on the day?
They have to.
Are we having a heel faction chase?
Yeah.
I don't like that dynamic.
So it's a different dynamic.
I don't like it.
I'm willing to be a little more lenient on them trying something like this, because when these two get together,
there is magic that happens.
There's magic. So I'm willing to give this a try, given the players at hand here. But as soon as you find red alert, danger, Will Robertson, you got to abort and abandon this feud. But however, right now.
Well, who are you going to abandon it for? What tag team? I mean, let's see. Who do you have left? You have the Ascension?
No, none. Well, who you can slot in there?
Right.
I know.
Like, after this feud's done, who do you go to next? The Ascension? That's really the only other heel tag team.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go Tyler Breeze and Fandango, I guess, but they're over as shit as baby faces.
I don't know.
Who else do you... I mean, you got the Hype Bros, I guess, who are been on a fucking milk carton for a while.
It's got to be a young team.
The Revival.
No flips, just hospital trips.
No flips, just hospital trips.
I don't know right now. You say it like that, then I will say that the Usos. You persuaded me, sir.
Yeah, I think it has to be the Usos. That's all I got. Finn Balor going up against Bray Wyatt. I'm sorry, the Demon Finn Balor going up against Bray Wyatt. With his bucket of blood.
As with Double Dare.
Dude, I don't... explain to me the blood.
I can't.
I mean, Bray Wyatt has never used blood that I can recall.
Bray's a house painter. I'm going to tell you about my house painting business.
I mean, he's never used blood, right? Am I wrong on that one?
I've never seen it.
So, all of a sudden, now Bray Wyatt wants to use blood?
Why not, right?
Why not? Fuck it.
Why?
Fuck
Why?
it. Fuck it.
Why not?
Why the fuck not? Who do you got in this one?
When you were saying the match, I don't know if it's on command or some kind of a psychological, inner workings in my head. But when I hear the word, the name Bray and Wyatt in that sequence, I start to yawn. That's what I did.
Well, let me tell you something, Kevin.
Care.
He's the sun and I'm the moon.
It's Finn.
But I ate out JoJo first.
I want you to keep in mind, though, what was Finn doing 1 year ago?
He was trying to win a Universal Championship.
I think his efforts came rewarded, though, don't you think? Because he won it, right?
Yeah, he ended up winning. And then giving it away the next night.
Yeah, he had to. Boy, how the mighty have fallen, huh? In 1 year?
That's what happens when you're off TV for 9 months.
Yep, exactly.
People don't remember your name, I guess.
Where everybody knows.
Who you got in this one? The Demon or Bear? The Demon or Bray?
The Demon.
The Demon. I'm as well choosing the Demon. I don't know why they decided. Well, Blood should bring the Demon out. That's a thing that happens.
That'll do it.
He's so angry, he's just going to transform into the Demon. And we had no build up to the Demon whatsoever. Not a fucking stitch of build to the Demon.
Yep.
So I'm really disappointed that it's going to be the Demon.
It's like, hey, here it is.
It's like, oh yeah, he made him angry. What is fucking Finn Balor, the goddamn Hulk? As he gets angrier, the more demon he becomes. Shouldn't Bray have been like tormenting him for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end? But no, instead we get, well, he's the fucking demon. And he poured blood on me. So now I have to go get my boy Fergal Devitt, the demon, and make it all better. That it makes no sense as to why the demon's being brought out. The demon should have been saved for something special. Completely. And Bray Wyatt is not it. Sorry. Bray Wyatt, as much as I love Bray Wyatt and I love the idea, the character, the polish is off the turd, I guess you can say. You can only put lipstick on a pig for so long. Bray Wyatt is spelled B-O-R-I-N-G.
Or J-O-B-B-E-R.
Yeah, I'm as well going with Finn. Randy Orton versus Rusev. Hey, don't you dare talk about the man who is chiseled by the gods. According to your woman, he is chiseled by the gods. The gods.
All of them?
Everyone had a part in making Randy Orton.
Wow. How much of a percentage are we getting out of Randy here?
Well, let's see. It's SummerSlam, so that kicks it up a few notches. I'll say 63.
63.
63. It's SummerSlam.
I'm going to take the under on that.
You're going to go for the under?
Oh. You're lucky you get 47% out of Randy Orton.
It's SummerSlam, though.
Remember 1 year ago what Randy Orton was doing?
He was getting his head caved in by Brock Lesnar.
Boy, have the mighty have fallen.
And now he's going to job to Rusev.
Sense a theme here. I am picking Rusev here.
I'm picking Rusev as well. I think Rusev gets the W. Randy's going away for a little bit.
And Rusev needs this.
And, does he need it after that loss to John?
Yeah.
After the loss to John, he needs it in a bad way. Ooh, does he need it? But yeah, I'm giving it to Rusev, and this could catapult him up to that next level. Maybe put him in a title picture.
He needs it.
He does. John Cena versus Wrestling NyQuil. I mean Baron Corbin. I'm sorry, Baron Corbin.
Can we just reflect real fast?
Yeah. Did you bring your shovel?
Can we just reflect on the happiness?
Oh my god, you have no idea. I gotta carve that little bit out of me just fucking losing my mind on the failed cash-in. Because I was pissed when he cashed it. I'm like, fuck, they're going to give it to him right here. And it's going to be fucking Nakamura. And he's going to lose to goddamn Baron Corbin so we can continue this goddamn storyline. And when he fucking rolled him up, I was like, never have I been happier for John Cena to be there. Holy fuck, he serves a purpose. John Cena, the great John Cena, the great jort wearer himself, actually did something positive tonight.
We may have to send him a wedding present.
You know what? I'm thinking blender. What are you thinking?
Blender,
Blender,
huh?
yeah, blender or toaster. I don't think John Cena owns either.
Nor or fashion sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna send him, a black suit coat. You know how he likes his salmon.
Yeah, you're right about that. Boy, I'm pretty darn happy. I'm pretty thankful.
I never thought I'd be rooting for John Cena. What the fuck is going on here?
And this is the mind fuck that WWE's put us in.
Yes.
I thought about this the other day. I said, wait a minute. We're going to experience John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Who am I going to root for in the match? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you end up rooting for one person or the other. I don't care what match it is. You always find yourself going, even if it's a team or individuals that you go, well, I like them both. They're cool. But you end up like, all right, yeah, all right, good. All right. Get him. You know, that type of deal. You end up picking one side or the other. You always do. Doesn't matter. You always do. At the end of the day, in the match, you'd be like, all right, it's cool, blah, blah, blah. But you're like, all right, they won or they won. This is one going into it. I'm like, I could care less if they just kill each other. This would be one of those moments. I'm just like, just kill each other. Just get it over with.
Oh, who you got, John Cena or Baron Corbin?
I think the more I think about it, I've got Cena's not losing 2 SummerSlams in a row.
Wow.
There's my thought process.
Cena has lost many a SummerSlams in a row. He has a SummerSlam losing streak.
Not to this guy.
Not to this one. AJ, okay, this guy different.
Well, wouldn't you agree with that? Seriously?
No, I don't agree with it. He's going to toe the company line. Whatever Vince tells him to do, he's going to do.
It's Cena.
I mean, I'm going to take Cena. I'm hoping for Cena. Something tells me Corbin wins this. Baron Corbin. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the U.S. Championship.
The phenomenal
AJ.
Yep.
Perfect. Me too. Naomi versus Natalya. And cash-in possibilities.
Cash in done here.
Does Naomi pin Natalya or does Natalya pin Naomi? Who gets the pin and who's going to be eating the contract?
Naomi pins Natalya.
And then
in a good match. And his name is John
Cena.
And John Cena catches in on Naomi and Natalya.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. And then, so you're thinking Naomi gets the pin, then she gets cashed in on, gets pinned herself. Wunderbar. This is still on the card, and I don't know if we're getting it. But Neville and Akira Tozawa. I don't know if this is still on the card or not.
I don't think it is.
I think it is too. We'll go ahead and predict it just in case. There's probably going to be a match that we're not going to be able to predict, just due to the fact of they normally release the pre-show matches on Thursday. So.
Well, it could be such an insanely crazy hard match to predict, which is why we can't predict it. Right?
No, it's Tozawa.
Okay.
If it's anything, I can't imagine they'd give it to him just to take it away from him 7 days later. But let me tell you something. I wouldn't put it past him. It wouldn't surprise me if Neville all of a sudden has his title back.
I'm going Neville.
I'm going Tozawa. I think he's going to hold on to it. Just who the fuck cares? The Cruiserweights are dead. Fucking put a bullet in them. Call it a day.
205 Lives Matter.
205. Fuck it. It's a wet fart in church at this point.
That is true.
Nobody gives a shit about the cruiserweights. That fucking the more I look at that belt, the goofier it is. It's just nobody gives a shit about these guys. You don't even see half the fucking roster on TV anymore. You got to go watch 205 Live to see anybody else besides the Titus brand and fucking Neville. I you know what? As much as everyone's like, we need to push Neville. Fuck Neville. I'm all done with him. I'm tired of looking at Neville and his weird ass ears and his extraordinarily pointy nose. He's not a, what is it? Everybody's calling him an elf. He's not a fucking elf. He's a goblin. That's what he is. He's got that weird pointy ass fucking nose, that dumb ass haircut, and pointy ears. Go back to Britain. Zero fucks are given when it comes down to the cruiserweights. Did I explain that properly?
I know, I'm with you.
All right. Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship.
Sasha.
You know who's the real winner here, Kevin? All of us.
All of us.
All of us. We're the real winners in all of this. You think Sasha?
Here's a heel turn.
No. They're not turning Sasha heel.
They're turning one of them heel.
No. Well, who? Bailey? She's injured. Oh, God. David says, we lie, we cheat, we steal. Do not give that gimmick to Sasha. Do fuck no. I will tear out this hair from my skull if I have to listen. If I have to be, ever since I was a little girl, I used to watch Eddie Guerrero, and so now I'm using my little girl tactics I learned from Eddie Guerrero, and I'm gonna be the next Eddie Guerrero. My God, put a bullet in me. I think Alexa retains. I think with Bailey being out, that fucked up the plan. Alexa keeps it.
You're hoping. I think we're gonna turn.
Bailey goes heel. I don't know if we're gonna see Bailey go heel. Too many little girls love Bailey. Too many grown women fucking love Bailey, for that matter.
And grown men.
And well, there's a lot of grown men who love them some Alexa. You know, I guess there's one 9-year-old out there too.
Yeah, there is one. Yeah.
One 9-year-old.
Getting
Which
really
good for him. Man, fucking Christ.
Effort, kid.
What is with fucking people today? He's sexually harassing her. Yes, if you go, oh, I was sexually harassed by an 8-year-old, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up if you were sexually harassed by an 8-year-old.
Stay away from third.
You are a grown fucking woman. Well, she was vulnerable. Dude, she may only be 5 foot tall, but she's still taller than an 8-year-old. Sexually harassed. Get the fuck out of here. He was sexually. You know what? If that's the case, I wish somebody would come and come fucking sexually harass me every now and again. I don't ask for much. I just want a little sexual harassment every now and again.
Does the body good.
And you know what? Good for that little fucker. You want to know why? Because he had the balls to do what there's a ton of men that are in the front of that fucking crowd, and he did it. He knew he could get away with it because he's 8, and he fucking did it. So good on him, putting his balls on the table, showing everybody what he's worth. You don't be angry because you're the pussy who didn't fucking reach out and touch your butt.
And he's got an entire adulthood to get so many sexual misconduct charges.
Well, and what's great is literally he's 8, so he has no fucking idea what he just did.
So many of those damn things.
He's like, I touched a butt, ha, and everyone's like, oh my God, he touched Alexa. He's got like another 5 years before he's even like, oh my God, I touched a really attractive woman's ass.
Every police department is going to be looking for any sort of sexual misconduct out of the child from here and going forward.
Fucking stupid. Fucking, I mean, people are dumb. Stop walking into brick walls,
He's
people.
profiled.
He's profiled. For now and forever, this little boy will be known as the pervert. And nomine patre de pervert. There you go.
So then Vince will hire him. You're going to be the pervert, pal.
You're going to be a pervert. Let's see him. He's going to puke. He's going to puke.
He's going to molest.
He's going to molest. You know, I always thought they should give the Drifter the fucking, like, the pervert angle.
The oh-so quality rapist angle?
Yeah, that's the one. But he's not actually a rapist because he's unconvicted.
Like 7.
Yeah, like 7. Except not as child molesty. Because that legit was kind of like freaky. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? He's going to go touch children when he's done here.
So Goldust and White, just with just less child molestation.
Goldust and White equals child. You know what?
With less child molestation.
Goldust is Mick Foley, just reincarnated. Because if you dress him in white, he's a child molester. If you dress him in gold, he's just a sexually ambiguous older gentleman. And if you put him in polka dots, he's all of a sudden a member of the Rhodes family.
I don't want to see that.
You don't want to see Dustin in polka dots?
No, because that would look weird too. Because we never seen it before.
It's not rape if it's surprised. I'm surprised butt sex. The kid who smacked Lexi's ass. Yes, he is a lucky bastard. And people are getting upset at him.
He's a war hero.
It's not a struggle cuddle. It's a struggle snuggle. That's what it is. That could also a struggle snuggle can also be called when you fart and then you take the covers and whip them over your significant other's head and make them smell all the delicious farts that you just put in there for it. What was it the wrong move to do what Corbin did tonight? No. No. It was absolutely great. A failed cash-in. I mean, I don't understand Corbin fans. And if you're a Corbin fan, I'm going to give you a link because I'd love to talk to you. I got to know what you see in this guy. Like I said, I gave him a long, and Kevin will back me up on this one. I gave Corbin a long time. You guys can click on that, go into the Discord, hop into the waiting room. But I gotta know what people see in him. What is it about Baron fucking Corbin that everyone's just like we're goo goo gaga? People are pissed. Why? Baron Snorbin. I mean, why is everyone so big on this? I fucking geeked when he got pinned. I was like, fuck yeah, Road Dogg, you can keep your job. You can fucking keep your job. You get to keep your job this week. I was excited. Fuck it. Fuck him. Let's move on. Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nakamura.
I'm going with Nakamura, too. I don't know, though.
Seems weird, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but now that the cash-in has happened, because my whole thing really revolved around...
It's empty.
Yeah, now it's like, I don't know where to go. And now I feel like I'm wandering aimlessly, like a Jew in the desert. I don't know where I'm going.
See, you say it like that.
Yeah.
I tend to want to go to Jinder then.
I really feel like, okay, so Shinsuke wins, then what happens? Does Corbin get another shot and they continue the feud?
No.
Jinder. I mean, Jinder's going to get a rematch.
Jinder's going to win here. There is no easy answer.
I know. I'm sticking with Shinsuke. I don't like it, but I'm sticking with Shinsuke. Let's go to Raw Tag Team Championship.
The ball.
The ball. Sheamus and Cesaro going up against Dean and Seth. I told you guys, I hope you got your mallets ready, because I told you guys the past 2 nights you're going to want to slam your dick with a hammer after I tell you my thoughts on this. Who do you got, Kevin?
I'm
You're taking Sheamus and Cesaro?
taking them.
Are you taking them simply because of what I told you? Or how I think they're going to book it?
No, I'm saying this because they're gonna put a little more steam in this. Because you notice who's noticeably missing from this new best friendship that we have on Raw.
We are the 3 best friends that anyone could have.
So the ball can win.
All right. I am not taking the bar.
The what?
I am going with Dean and Seth.
Oh,
And they might get a little bit of help from their boy, Double R, Roman Reigns. So just think about that. They take the tag team championship. Roman helped them. Shield in the middle of the ring, fist bumping. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the night, we got Braun versus Roman versus Joe versus Lesnar. And the Shield helps Roman win. And everything Vince McMahon has ever wanted in the world. He got the Shield is back together. So that means more merchandise money. Not only is the Shield back together, Roman Reigns is on top with the title, which is something he wants. Not only is Roman Reigns on back with the title, he's now the leader of the Shield, which is back together.
which works for Vince.
Vince is, he's like a puppy dreaming right now. His leg is just kicking.
He's happy as a faggot in Dick Factory. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I think that's happening. I think the Shield reforms. I think they fully reform with Roman as their leader.
Hey, we're all not fist fucking yet, so come on.
Put your fists in, guys. Fists in.
Fists in.
Believe in the Shield. And that and they still Daniel brought up a good point. They still have the music. Roman still comes out to that same music. So when they come out, they're still square.
What the evolution of Roman's character? He hasn't changed it.
No. So he's still the same character. Now we have a babyface Shield, and they hold the championships.
You wonder who's winning here now.
I told you my winner for the tag, and I told you my winner for the fatal 4-way. Because I think Roman wins with a little help from his brothers.
Roman.
Yeah, I gotta take Roman. I'd love to see Joe get it, and I know Paul E has supposedly been, like, if I could, sir. I do believe that you should give the title.
Sir, I would like to buy you a sandwich, sir.
Can I talk to you about our Lord and Savior Samoa Joe?
About our Lord and Savior John
Cena.
John, I can in fact see you, sir.
See, and even DM says in the chat, I'll cheer Roman. It'll get Roman cheered. If the Shield is back together, the only time Roman is cheered is when the Shield is together.
Yep. I agree.
So get the Shield, put them all back together.
It's WWE's master plan, though.
Break them up, then put them, and then Dean's the one who turns however long down the road. That'll probably be at WrestleMania. Because, we can't build up to a good story. We got to shoot our wad within 6 months. Telling you, that's how it's going to happen, and people will cheer it because the Shield is back together, and it's something they've wanted for forever. And people, I don't know why, but people seem to think like they seem to, I shouldn't say seem to think, they seem to forget that Roman was a part of the Shield. Well, they're like, bring the Shield back together. Why are you booing Roman? Did you forget he was a part of the Shield?
And still, they give it the meaning roster, though, the history that it needs. Until then, it's not even necessary.
Luke says, and my dick is now in a door. Telling you, watch out for it, man. If the Shield, if Dean and Seth take those titles, watch out for that main event. That triple threat is going to be a doozy because they are going to bring the Shield back together in somehow, some form. Maybe not as brotherly as before, but they'll still all be there. Telling you, why move Ambrose to Raw?
Because it made no sense.
Well, it didn't make any sense at the time until you go, oh, they could bring the Shield back together.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. But we needed somebody for Ambrose to feud with in the meantime, which was The Miz.
A copy of a long-standing feud you had on another show.
Daniel Bryan caused Roman to be booed. I think Roman didn't. Booking caused Roman to be booed. Roman could have been a really fucking good heel. A really fucking good heel. Instead, they just kept pushing and kept pushing and kept pushing. And now now he's booed. And they still refuse to turn him.
Go back, listen to his old stuff. With a Shield, it was very good responses.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kev, that's all for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That's all. We've been going for about an hour here too, so.
Whoop-de-doo on SummerSlam.
You got anything else you wanna hit before we gets the fuck out of here?
No, we can get out of here.
You got anything you want to go into?
No,
I mean, obviously Flair in the hospital is eating up the news.
No, I got nothing else. I want to hit the hay.
I do too. So, guys, it's been a blast. Remember, I got something coming for you guys tomorrow afternoon. The audio-only version of this will be available tomorrow evening after I'm done with it over on Spreaker, so you guys can grab it there. Also, you guys can go to Wrestling Soup, listen to all the stuff. All the videos are there. Also, for the Patreons, a lot of my earlier videos are going into the vault. So if you want to see some of the Wookiees' very, very early work, you might want to go over to Patreon because that's where I'm going to be publishing it all. I've sealed all the old videos. I think going back almost a year and a half from when I started, when I was actually a video gaming channel. I've sealed them. I didn't delete them. I unlisted them.
Delete.
But if you guys want to see those, I'll be releasing them one by one to the Patreon. So head over there, $1 a month, you get some extra shit. So, Kevin, as always, a pleasure, sir.
All right, my brother.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.